LTV. So today's topic is about the opportunity you have on earth to succeed. That's the topic for today. You and I have one major opportunity to succeed in life, to succeed on earth, to succeed in this world. And that opportunity that we have is our life. The opportunity we have to succeed in life is our lives. The opportunity that you have to succeed in life is your life. Now, I'm going to break this down to you. Your life on earth is your time on earth. So the moment you are born, that's when your time starts counting. And if you look at it from what I've just said, if you look at it, you would understand that everybody has one major opportunity or one prominent opportunity or one significant opportunity to succeed in life, which is our time on earth, our time in this world. And your time now is the life that you have, because when you get life, you get time. And when you lose life, you lose time. Life equals to time on earth. We all come to this world with time, and which is our life, right? Which is the lives that we have, the breath that we have, because it's only those that breathe that have life. It's only those that breathe that have time on earth. I don't know if you get the jig. So now you have life, you have time. And guess what? Every other person that's living just like you are living on earth has time too. So we all have time. Though we do not know, but though everybody have different amount of time, because some persons live for, maybe 40 years, 50 years, 80 years, 100 years, and they go. But nobody knows when he or she is going to go. But we all know that we have time. So long as we're alive, we're living on earth in this world, we have time. The question now is, what do you do with your time? I put it to you, I submit to you that whatever you do with your time, it's equivalent to what you become on earth. So you see how time is so important? And now, so if you understand to this extent, then you would understand that the difference between a successful person and someone that is not successful has to do with time management. Do you get it now? So a lot of times I see persons say, oh, they have money issues, they don't have money, they are broke, they are this, they are that. And if you look well, most of the time, the issue those people have is time management issues, as the problem of time management, because these ones have not really, they don't know how to manage their time. They don't know how to invest their time in things that would, make them become the person for the things that they want or that they need. People don't talk about this in school. They don't teach this in school. People may never get to know about this because nobody talks about it like that. Maybe if some persons talk about it, very few people. And the thing is that most persons, they don't want to listen because they just want to listen to something else that would amuse them or make them happy or entertain them. But life is a serious business. The opportunity to succeed on earth is your life. And time is what comes out of your life. And time and your life, they are equivalent on earth. Without life, you can have time. And if you don't have time on earth, that means you don't have life. That means you are not in this world, you are not alive. Do you get it? Be able to manage your time on earth. I don't know how long I'm going to be on earth, and I'm sure you don't know how long you're going to be on earth. But what we know is that at least we have now. We are breathing now. We are alive now. So what are you doing with your life now? What are you doing now? Whatever you know right now is as a result of what you spent your time on in the past. And whatever you would be in the future is based on what you are doing now. What you're doing now will determine who and where and what you would be in future. But the sweet part is this: we have present and we have the future. We can't change what has happened in the past. You can't get back the time that you wasted in the past. You can't undo the past. Or something for sure that I know you can undo, something for sure that I know you can do to make up on the time that has been lost is what you do now. What are you doing with your life now? What effort are you making to be somebody different or somebody better in the future? Because that is based on what you're doing now. Let's have this scenario. Someone wants to be a professional. Let's say you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a big time entrepreneur. You want to be, somebody really important. You can't just wake up one morning and say, I want to be this, and you don't do anything and you become that thing. No, you have to do something. You have to be alive, first of all. And now, not just being alive, you have to make good use of your time alive. Of course, the only time you have time is when you are alive, right? So life and time, it's synonymous to an extent. The only time you have time is when you're alive. So now that you have time, we all have time. What do you do with your time? How do you spend your time? How do you manage your time? Let me break it down to this. We all have 24 hours a day. That's a given. That is constant. Everybody knows that, and everybody has that. So what do you do within that 24 hours? Fine, we sleep. They say sleep for like 8 hours. That's what they say, right? So when you sleep for 8 hours, what do you have left? 16 hours, right? So now, if let's say you sleep for 8 hours, let's say, okay, fine, you sleep for 8 hours, which is okay, which is fine. What do you do with your 16 hours, with the 16 hours that is left for you? Do you just use that to chat and go online and watch videos and, enjoy yourself and laugh and play and have fun and gossip and backbite and spread rumors, or just do sports and play and just eat and sleep again and all of that? Is that what you do? Do you do that with just 16 hours, or do you have a goal? Do you set time? Do you read books? Do you do things that would add value to you? Do you do things that will make you better? Do you spend your time studying? Do you spend your time observing people to know how those people got to this level that they've gotten to? Do you spend your time, working on a skill, trying to learn a skill and become better at that skill? What exactly do you do with it? That's a big question, and that's where most persons miss it. You need to account for your time. You need to be able to say, okay, this is what I do in a day. And after you've said that, now you check, how is this thing that I do in a day, how does this thing affect me? Does it affect me positively, or does it affect me negatively? Remember, I said before, nobody remains the same. We either get better or we get worse. But that depends on what you do with your time. What do you do with your time? How are you able to manage your time? Time management is something that we need to understand and that we need to learn and do. And once you are able to do this, your life is going to be different. Your life is going to be outstanding. It's going to be what do successful people do? Most of the time, people see those that are successful and they want to have all the things that they have. They forget that these people, they invested their time learning how to be successful, learning the skills that they need, going to school, reading and spending time upon time, learning how to be best at what they do, mastering a skill, mastering something. That's what they do with their time. But nobody sees that. All they see is the glory. All they see is the position. Oh, is the fame, is the money, is the status. And nobody gets to see that part, you know, that they spend behind closed doors, working on themselves, investing in becoming what they see on the outside. So now I'm telling you, what are you doing with your time? Do you want to be better than how you are now? Do you want a better job? Do you want to do very well in your business? Do you want to learn a skill? Do you want to be so skilled at something that people can't just help but say, wow, this person is really good at what he or she does? Do you want to be that person that everybody wants to be like or learn from? It boils down to mastery. When you master an art, everybody wants to listen to you. Everybody wants to learn from you. That's what happens when you master an art, a skill, or something. But how do you master this without being able to invest your time in it? So you see why I say time management is very important. Understanding that you are doing time on earth and making good use of your time, of the time that you have on earth, makes your life outstanding. What you do with your time makes who you are. The things that you learn, the things that you do, all of those things, what do you do with your time? Do you just sit at home and spend your time waiting for someone to come help you? Or you go out there and see how you can help somebody? Do you just expect that someone comes and give away or dash you something or bless you with something, like just give you money? I want you to ask yourself this question. Like, are you already doing well and you want to do better? Or are you not doing well at all and you just want to do well? Or are you really doing very well and you just want to be, the very, very best and just want to be outstanding? It all boils down to time management. What do you do with your time? What do you do with your time? I know you can tell me, see, this adage, this saying that goes that it's either you play now or you work later, or you work now and play later. It's real. It's given. It's real. If you play now in your young age, or whatever age you are in future, you're going to work. And trust me, that work is not going to be as fun as when you work now that you are young. But if you work now, if you invest your time working, when I mean working is doing the work, like learning something or doing something, adding value, or serving people, doing something that would add value to you. In future, then you're going to play. Because then you've spent the time in the past doing the work, and now the work is now playing its role in your life. So what are you doing with your life? I want you to be better. I want you to be successful. But success doesn't just come that way. You have to do your time. You have to use your time well. You have to manage your time. You have to prioritize. You have to spend time on things that add value to you. Spend time on things that make you better. Spend time on doing those things that would make you outstanding. Few things that you can do to effectively make use of your time or to effectively manage your time is prioritizing. It's becoming better. It's learning. It's reading. There's so many things in books that people miss out on. There's so many things in books that people miss out on because they don't open those books. But one of the ways to know the minds of great men is reading their books. Good thing we have social media. So now they have ebooks. We have people who post on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, like I'm doing now, and people who teach in all of this platform. That's another good way to spend your time. So If you have been spending your time watching things that will just entertain you and not add value to you, if you do that too much, then you're not managing your time well. If other people you follow on social media are the ones that gossip and say all sort of things and make you and you laugh and you spend your time, and now we spend so much time on social media. Social media now is a place where everybody is. So it's a place for you to get a whole lot of knowledge, but it depends on what you're looking for. You can get anything that you're looking for on there, but you have to decide what you want from social media. Many times I see videos like this, like this one, they go out there and they don't get as much traffic because people are more inclined, or they just want, people are more attracted to the ones that will make them laugh, gossip, stories of other people, jokes, movies, and all that. That's fair enough. That's good. Like, it's okay to have a balance. It's okay to watch or listen to those kind of things that entertain you. But like, if life isn't going well for you financially, or if you're not successful, or if you're not at a point that you need to be, that you ought to be, then I think it's best you reduce the amount of time you spend doing those things. Instead, you put more time in listening to videos that would help you, that would develop you, that would change your mindset, that will help you grow, that would help you learn. Like, I want you to succeed. I want you to be the better version of yourself. I want you to live your best life. But in living your best life, in doing all of that, you have to be able to manage your time. You have to spend time doing that which adds value to you. You have to spend time reading. You have to spend time listening to videos that would make you better. You have to spend time mastering a skill. You have to spend time mastering an act. You have to spend time cooking and baking and becoming the best person that you ought to be. And I bet you there are people out there waiting for you to be that person. There are people out there waiting for you to say something to them, because we are all on earth to serve one another. We are all on earth to serve people. We have in us something that was meant for just us, and it's until we prioritize and become that person for it, we will never have that thing that ought to come to us until we become that person for it. And the only way to become that person for it is how you spend your time, is what you spend your time on. Please guys, spend your time doing things that would add value to you. Spend your time becoming the person you are meant to be on earth, because your life is the biggest opportunity you have to be successful on earth. Your time on earth, which is your life, is the biggest opportunity that you have to become that which you were created for. But you have to do the work. You have to use that time well. You have to spend that time on things that will add value to you. Reduce the amount of time you spend on frivolities. Reduce the amount of time to spend on things that don't add anything to you, that don't make you grow. Spend more time on things that make you grow. Spend more of your time on things that will make you better. And the thing is that you will know what makes you better, because as soon as you read it, or you listen to it, or you see it, it would hit you, and you would know that, oh, this is meant for me. This is what I should be listening to. How come I haven't read this thing since? How come I didn't know this thing since? That's what happens when you spend your time doing that which add value to you. Things that add value to you, you easily know them when you see them, but you have to create time for it. You have to have an open mind, like I said. Okay, in my other videos, there was one video I talked about having an open mind. That's another thing too that comes, that you have to do when you want to become the best version of yourself. But this video is specifically about you managing your time on earth the best way you can. That is what will make you successful. You being able to manage your time, prioritize. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. And I know, I am so sure that if you spend your time well, if you make good use of your time, you're going to be that person that you want to be in life. You're going to be that person that you're meant to be in life. You're going to become. It's a given, it's a principle of life. Become that person you ought to be by effectively managing your time on earth, effectively utilizing your time on earth. I would like to see you at the top. I would like to see you at the top. I would like to see you become the best version of you. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, share it to your friends, like, comment. Let me know how this video touched you. Let me know what you learned from this video. Let me know any questions you have about all the things I've said in this video. I'm happy that this video is adding value to your life, but I just want to quickly use this time to ask that you subscribe to this channel, subscribe to O&O TV, like, comment. By doing that, it's gonna make the algorithm reach more people, and many persons will see this video just like you have seen it. And I don't know how long I'm gonna be on earth, and I'm sure you don't know how long you're gonna be on earth. But what we know is that at least we have now. We are breathing now. We are alive now. So what are you doing with your life now? What are you doing now?